Hi, I'm Kimberly George with Sedgwick. And today Mark Walls and I are at the WCI conference in Orlando, Florida, interviewing the PC360 award winners for the Workers' Compensation Risk Management Award for Excellence. Mark?
Let's start by meeting our two award winners. Kelly, introduce yourself, please.
I'm Kelly Bastian. I'm the Senior Claims Analyst at Dairy Farmers of America. Dairy Farmers of America is a dairy cooperative. We are member-owned by dairy farmers, and we help support our dairy farmers, and we also own 80-plus production facilities across the country.
Wow. Kelly, tell us about yourself.
The other Kelly. I'm Kelly Webb from Albertsons. I am the Senior Director of Claims, so I manage the GL, work comp, and auto liability claims, along with my team. And we're a small little grocery store throughout the country, and we have about close to 300,000 employees.
Small little 300,000 employee store. Great. All right, well, let's start talking about dairy farmers in your program. So one of the key components of your program is the voice-to-voice contact that you proceed with a text. So tell us about why that voice-to-voice contact is so important and why the text.
Dairy Farmers has always requested that our third-party administrator make voice-to-voice contact with our injured employees, so our injured employees know that we understand that their injury is important and their healing is important. But what we were finding was that our employees were not always answering unknown phone numbers. So our third-party administrator put into place using texting. And so they're actually able to text the injured employees and let them know who the adjuster is, who the claim number is, or what the claim number is, and let them know that the adjuster will be reaching out. So it actually has reduced the amount of missed phone calls from our adjusters.
Well, and that makes perfect sense. Yeah. I mean, I don't like to answer calls when I don't know who it is either. So
no
that's a great idea.
Yep.
That's a great idea. So return to work's a challenge for many businesses, and yours is no exception. Tell us how you work through return to work with the scale of your operations.
So with 80-plus locations, we do, our locations do prioritize bringing our employees back to work. It's very rare that we're not able to bring someone back to work if they're on transitional duty. But we do very heavily lean on our nurse case managers that are on the file. And we also have a bank of job descriptions that our adjusters are able to access, which assists getting our employees back to work.
That's great. That's great.
You'll be able to read more about the stories in Property Casualty 360 this month. So thanks for sharing that with us, Kelly. And now let's move to Albertsons. One of the aspects of your program that I think is so important is the way you approach partnership, and you have summit meetings that were described in the article. Will you tell us a little bit about who comes and what you get accomplished?
Well, the genesis of it is that we were having claim summits. So we were having separate GL and workers' comp claim summits, and we were bringing together the data. We were having the oversight managers of the claims kind of show where their pain points are, and we were whiteboarding where we can come up with some ideas and programs to roll out. The last one we had, I actually brought together the GL and the workers' comp folks together, and the synergies there were just so fantastic. After that, we were very re-energized after that. I thought, why are we doing this with our internal partners? Because if they want to hear what our results are and what we're doing, and let's be transparent. So I put this together with our safety team and with our legal team. And we showed them our results. We talked about the things that we're doing on the claims side. And we talked to them a lot about where the pain points are. So this was a great opportunity to open up that communication and kind of break down those silos. As a result of that, we have ongoing conversations with them now to continue to look at those pain points and see where we can make improvements. So I'm hoping to do that again next year because it was very exciting to do that.
Yeah.
And it made such a big difference in our communication with the legal and safety teams, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel much more part of the program.
Yes.
And a greater sense of responsibility. after having participated and learning more. So I look forward to hearing how it goes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's been a great thing for us
Yeah.
as far as communication.
And we heard, Kelly, you'd mentioned nurse case management, and I know one of your programs at Albertsons is also case management, and telephonic case management was highlighted in the article, which in part is why you're an award honoree. So why don't you share with the audience a bit more about your TCM program?
Well, I think what is fairly unique about it is we have a dedicated program with our TPA, with Sedgwick. So we have specific nurses that are on our cases. So they understand our business. They know the people. They're, talking to our oversight managers. They're talking with our claims examiners, and they know the program. And I think that this kind of helps them to become very dedicated, dedicated group being dedicated to us.
Yeah.
Because as a result, in the last 5 years, there's only been a 1.75% turnover, which in the industry is close to 14, is what I've been told. So they're very dedicated to our account, and they like working on our account. So that makes a big difference. Using those same nurses on all the cases. Sometimes you have multiple claims for a person. They know who that nurse is already to guide them through. These nurses know our locations and what we're doing because we have distribution centers, we have grocery stores, and they understand our business, and we make sure that they do, and they have the job descriptions to help with return to work. So having that dedicated team is very important, I think.
And along with Albertsons and Dairy Farmers of America, Cheesecake Factory is also an honoree of this award. Kurt Leisure is not able to be with us today, but we congratulate Kurt and his team for the amazing work they did to become one of the award honorees. Property Casualty 360 this month is featuring each of the award winners' amazing stories that led them to this honor. This recording will also include links to the Property Casualty 360 article. I'd like to thank my company, Sedgwick, for being a sponsor of the award, along with Mark's company, Safety National, and to Property Casualty 360 for having a passion for excellence in risk management. And thank you to WCI, the conference that allows us each year to present the awards.